Hi, I'm Bob Lederer, editor and publisher at RFL Communications, and welcome to Research Business Daily Report for April the 2nd, 2012. We're sponsored by SSI. On Friday, we created a special daily report, which we sent out to you after Google announced the debut of Google Consumer Surveys. And I suggest that you view the special edition if you haven't already done so, because today I want to get into some of the intricacies and nuances of the much anticipated Google Research Service. To start, take a look at the comprehensive, no-frills Google Consumer Surveys website. It's at google.com/insights/consumer surveys. Google is estimating that its one question at a time, two question max survey will have a 24% response rate. And it's also said that the premium websites from which Google is going to be recruiting must maintain a 10% completion rate. Most of the weekend web reviews that I saw centered on acceptability and usefulness of this new service for web publishers. Google Consumer Surveys was called, quote, a typically disruptive innovation from the search giant, end of quote, by Media Industry Blog. Publishers have been struggling, as everyone knows, to monetize their content, and they've been requiring readers in many cases to enter a half-dozen bits of credit card information in return for that information. That's been deemed unacceptable by readers. So reviewers I see are applauding Google for empowering quote-unquote payment that goes beyond traditional currency. They claim that consumers value convenience, experience, and immediacy, and that digital consumers will transact in two overlooked currencies or speed bumps, time and data, and the latter is Google's sweet spot. MarketingPilgrim.com positively commented that Google Consumer Surveys has created revenue streams without taxing readers. And Google asserts that spending 6 to 8 seconds on a survey is a more than fair trade-off versus having to watch a 30-second advertisement. Consider, for example, what this could mean to some giant publishers like the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. Both have huge, multi-million offline subscriber bases, and both have been working strenuously to try to stem the flow of advertising from their offline product and to build revenues online. Would a 5-cent payment for each of the multi-million subscribers online make up for the loss of offline advertising revenue? We'll see. Now let's look at some of the research concerns, because there are a few. The sudden emergence of thousands of pop-up surveys could unleash a nasty reader backlash, according to some. And secondly, doubters are validly questioning the reliability of the answers that will be coming to Google Consumer Surveys. Some of the respondents will take it very seriously, and they will see answering a question or two as basically a freebie for content. But how many of those will be offset by others who treat the questions frivolously? We'll find that out as well. You know, it's so early to know these answers and the many other questions that are going to pop up in coming days. But it is fair to say one thing, and that is that Google has added yet another potentially valuable option to the researcher toolbox. And there's always space for more in there, in my opinion. This has been Research Business Daily Report for April the 2nd, 2012. I'm Bob Lederer. We've been sponsored by SSI. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. In the meantime, have a great Monday.